One Maple Grove parent says his son, who has a disability, has received wonderful support in the classroom, but he knows not everyone does. So Joel Liestman is on a mission to advocate for greater inclusion for everyone. We sat down to learn more about this in today's Newsmakers.
My son has a developmental disability, and so early on in his education, we worked closely with not just the special education team, but with the administrators of the school. And we were fortunate. We had a very wonderful collaborative relationship with his team. But we also saw that other students did not. My son, his developmental disability is Williams syndrome, which is very rare. But one of the aspects of it is that it makes him really friendly, and he has empathy almost to an extreme. And so a lot of teachers were excited to work with him. But we also saw that a lot of the other kids weren't having, and a lot of other families, and talking to other families, weren't having that same experience. And so it became, as someone who has really kind of jumped into trying to help my son and people like him with all aspects of their life, I felt like I needed to say, hey, everyone deserves what my son is getting, and even the challenges of when we had to argue and fight for some things and press on some things. I never felt, I always saw other families having it tougher, and I thought, well, maybe if there's a way that I can use my son's wonderful disability as a window in, or as a way in to talk to administrators and teachers about greater inclusion, that was something that I thought might be a good path.
So what exactly do you think needs to change?
Well, inclusion in the classroom really does benefit everybody. It benefits from a cost perspective, from an emotional intelligence perspective, and from an educational standpoint. Regular curriculum when a person with developmental disabilities is in the classroom with their peers, they often will rise to the challenge of, with support, with the help that they need, often in a one-on-one or very small setting, having assistance, but kids with disabilities will rise to the challenge, and emotionally and developmentally in that social aspect, they will benefit greatly. And the neurotypical children, they will also benefit greatly, because they will see that differences aren't scary. They will see that, oh, some kids do learn different. And maybe so then when they run into something and they don't get something, they will realize that that empathy grows everywhere.
Can you tell me a little bit about how partners in policymaking have been helpful for your family?
It has been invaluable through the Governor's Council on Developmental Disability, teaching not just me and parents like me, but teaching individuals with disabilities how to be better advocates on a local, on a state, and on a national level, so that we know the language, we know how to communicate effectively to advocate for change.
All right. Joel Liestman, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.